to our fantastic business presentation. The reason you've been invited along to look at this is because we consider this to be the most amazing opportunity in the world, and that person thought that this would be a fantastic thing for you to come along and take a look at. My name is Claire Spencer, and I, along with my amazing colleagues, are going to take you through why our company is so fantastic, how we're going to help you build a business, earn that income, and also a little bit about the product range that we market. So I got started 6 years ago with the company because I was working in childcare and I was looking for a bit of an extra income. But for me, being a mum as well, working a full-time job, I was looking at things like bar work and waitressing and cleaning jobs, and I just didn't have that time and that inclination to go down that route. So I was open to different opportunities. I'd never heard of Forever before. I was one of those skeptical people, just like many of you I'm sure are, but somebody showed me at the school gates this opportunity and said, come along and have a look. I gingerly went along. You know, I didn't have a very open mind back then, but I thought, you know what, I've got to at least have a look. And I did. And what I saw was a way that I could earn an extra income around my current job, so I didn't have to give that up, but I could also fit it into the nooks and crannies of time that I had. And sure enough, I got started. I had no idea what I was doing, but somebody was holding my hand every single step of the way. And that enabled me then to just go out and talk to people knowing that I was securely looked after. My business grew. After just 10 weeks, I was earning an extra £1,000 per month. And as a family with young children, you know, struggling each month, that made a huge, huge difference to me. And just take a moment to think, what would that kind of extra income do for you? For me, it enabled me to sack my boss, which was the biggest party ever, but also it enabled us to clear some debt. We went on our family holidays abroad, and it allowed me the time to focus on my children, but also focus on my business. So from that period on to now, 6 years on, we have an amazing lifestyle. You know, we're working with the #1 team in the whole of the UK, and the UK is the #1 country in the whole of Forever Living Global. And it's allowed my husband to sack his boss too. My kids go to fantastic schools. We live in the countryside, we drive beautiful cars, and we travel the world on fantastic holidays every single year. And that is all down to this amazing company and just the belief that I could achieve that. They did the rest. So it's my pleasure to take you through with my colleagues how this can help you too. So a little bit about who we are. So internationally, we've been going since 1978, and it's an American-based company. So they're an amazing company to work with. The management team have been in place since day one. They have a real fantastic vision and are always at the forefront, meaning that we can have really cutting-edge businesses and business tools. And we're turning over $2.6 billion per year, so that is an amazing amount of turnover. I'm really proud to be part of something so big. But also we're sat on 1.5 billion in cash assets. There are no loans, no mortgages, no debt whatsoever. So moving forward, I know I'm working with a company that will never go under, never go bust. And you know, to be completely debt-free in this kind of economy is virtually unheard of. So again, this gives me that confidence to build my business and follow my dreams for me and my family. And we're all over the world. We're in over 158 countries. So that means to you that if you know anybody who lives abroad, or if you know anybody who lives here who has friends abroad, they can either become a customer to you or they can join your business. So you can start to grow really simply an international business all over the world. That gets really exciting when you start to get paid from different countries. And the health and wellness sector is absolutely huge. It's booming right now. Lots of people are really aware of great health, great well-being, so we're right at the forefront of that. And our sales history really shows that. Every single year we've continued to rise massively, regardless of whether we're in debts or crisis or, we're in booms. Because when people are struggling, they will always want an extra income. But when people are affluent, they're going to want to look after themselves. So we can really help people in both of those time frames. And it just sees our company soar massively. So in the UK, bringing it back to closer to home, we've been here since 1993, and you can see on the screen there our head office. That head office has an open door policy. You can walk in any time, say hi to the staff, use the meeting rooms, pop over to the product centre. There's always a friendly face there for you. And we're turning over now over £80 million.
So that's an incredible amount of turnover for such a small country on the planet, and we're really proud to be the number one country in the whole of the company. And we also have the Gold Award in Investors in People. So we've got backing by fantastic government organisations which are shouting for us to everybody, these guys are great, they deliver fantastic training and support. That's how we get those awards. But also we're award-winning members of the Direct Selling Association. So again, we're very ethical. We're really proud to stand up there as leaders within direct selling and show people the way to earn these amazing incomes from home with a serious business. So how do we kind of distribute our products? How do we grow our business? Well, it is a combined power of a group of people taking products to the customer straight from source. So we have our products from the manufacturer. We facilitate that by showcasing the products, being a product of the product. We take it to the consumer. If we want to expand our network and target more people, what we do is we simply show the opportunity to our friends and family. You have a group of people working with you. We can then get that product to more and more people. And that's how it grows. That's what network marketing is. The benefits of network marketing, or as we like to fondly call it, team marketing, is that it's uncapped and willable. Nobody can ever tell you you're earning too much. Nobody can ever tell you you're earning too little. It's totally down to you. But the thing for me is that I now know that my children are safe and secure for the future. If anything happens to me, if anything happens to my husband, it means my kids are looked after for the rest of their lives. If you don't have kids, you can will it to the cat's home. It's totally up to you. You decide how much you want to work. You can go part-time, you can go full-time. But I'm classed as full-time. This is all I do, but I do it flexibly. So I pick and choose when I work, so you can really create that lifestyle for you. And the full training and support is there for you. You can dive into whichever training that suits you. You can do as much or as little as you want. It's very flexible. We're cutting edge as well. We have a lot of training online, so you can do that at home from the comfort of your surroundings. If you can't get out because you're a shift worker, you've got kids, it doesn't matter. We can help you build your business no matter what constraints you have. And you decide your goals. You decide what you want to achieve. That's the beauty of it. There's no targets. You set your own targets. If you want a high income, we'll run with you and get you a high income. If you just want something that keeps you steadily ticking over, we'll help you do that. If you want to upgrade your car, we can teach you how. If you want to go on amazing holidays, we can take you with the company and we can help you qualify for those. So our job is to sit down with you and look at what you want to achieve in life, and we use Forever as the vehicle to get you there. And it's a global opportunity. Who do you know around the world? I'm not very worldly travelled, but I've met people here in the UK who are from different countries or know people in different countries, and I now have businesses all over the globe. I've never visited any of those countries, but with the use of social media, the internet, it just makes it so easy to be able to connect with those people all over the world. And we're going to go through shortly some of the other perks. We've got a thing called Chairman's Bonus, which is very exciting. We've also got car plans, so if you like nice cars, we can show you how to achieve that. There's lots of recognitions, lots of prizes, but you know what? The biggest thing that we have is fun. We have so much fun, and if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. So what do? What we do is we simply use the products. You've got to become your own best customer. You've got to know how those products make you feel. You've got to know how they smell, what they taste like, the benefits you're getting from them, because then you can passionately talk to other people and show them why they need these products in their lives. So you start to build a small customer base. What we do then is we start to look at, right, who do you know that could really benefit from an extra income? So we then talk to friends and family, work colleagues, whoever it may be. We show them this opportunity. If you can find just 5 key people, you can really grow a strong business from just those 5 people. And then what we do is we just coach others to do the same. It's a simple system. So who do you know? Start now to think about, right, who do I know that could potentially love to have their own business? Who do I know that wants to sack their boss? Who do I know that hates their commute? Who do I know that does the school run with me? Who do I know that wants a family? There's lots of things, and we help you expand that who do you know list. And what we do is we help you contact them. So, it could be via an email, it could be via a Facebook message, it could be just a chat whilst you're walking along the road to the school with them. So there's lots of different ways we can help you contact them, show them a little snippet of what we do. We've got lots of little info videos that you can send as well.
And then once they decide, yeah, okay, I'm willing to have a look with you, we'll take them along to a business presentation, or you'll send them along this video we're doing right now. Or when you're learning when you've learned what to do, we can sit down over coffee and show them the opportunity. Again, our job is to hold your hand and help you through that. And then if they decide, yep, this is for me, that final quadrant, we help them get started. We sit down, we look at their goals, we plug them into the trainings, we get some action in and we get them started. And you know what? All we do is we go around this cycle time and time again. And what drives us around this cycle is your why. So it could be a new car, it could be you love travel, it could be you just want to get that self-development, that confidence, it could be that financial freedom. Whatever it means to you, that's what's going to drive you. So we'll help you focus on that why and those goals, and then just move you around that cycle. So the beauty of this industry, this business, is it doesn't work on you slamming in all the hours you can. If you work smart with your time, we can help you build an amazing business. So let's say that's you there at the bottom, and you have 10 hours a week that you can put into your business. Half an hour here, a couple of hours there. That's all I could manage when I was working full time with the kids as well. So what I did is I simply found some friends that wanted to maybe enjoy an extra income as well. So you could have somebody that's really keen on earning extra income really quickly, and we help them build that fast. And let's say they recruit 5 people straight away. They could be putting 50 hours between that team into their business. That goes towards what your business is turning over as well. You could have some friends that join you and all they want to do is a little bit of retail. So they have 5 hours going into their business. So lots of different people working different time frames for them. Add that all together, you've got 125 hours of business under your belt. You're only actually working 10 because you're working smart and you're teaching those people within those 10 hours how to then duplicate that. You get paid on all of that activity from the company because you're now a mentor and a coach. And that to me is the most exciting part, that I can reach out and help lots and lots of people in a nice short amount of time, creating that lifestyle for everybody.
Hi, I'm Natalie Healy, and it's my pleasure to talk you through how we make our money. My background's in marketing, and I joined Forever 9 years ago now. At the time, I'd been made redundant not once but twice from my marketing career, and it was horrible having my income taken off me. So I became mum at home, which was always going to be my choice of profession because I wanted to be there watching my children grow up. However, money was tight and I needed to bring in a little bit of an extra income. My mum had actually been with Forever for 10 years by that point, so I knew the company, but I never thought it was for me until I really looked into it. And what I saw was a way to work from home around my children, something that would be flexible, but something that would be challenging and something that had massive personal development to help me with my confidence as I grew. Now, 9 years later, I've achieved everything and more than I ever dreamt possible. You know, as a single parent, I'm able to put my kids through a private education. We travel the world together. Whenever it's school holidays, we go off on holiday because we've got a passion to see the world. And what's even more special for me is, should anything happen to me, my kids' futures are totally secure with the income I've created from Forever, because this business is totally willable to them. So we have 3 areas of income. I started off being a retailer. So by retailing the products, just recommending them to friends and family, you can earn between £200 and £400 a month. That made a huge difference to me. But before long, I realised there were people in my friends, my family, that were also looking to earn some extra money. So I started becoming a business leader. So I was helping other people to recommend the products and also show the business too. And as a business leader, working around full-time jobs, families, whatever it is you're doing at the moment, you can earn an extra £800 to £2,000 plus per month. And then you can go on to be a business developer. Now, a business developer has helped lots of team leaders get up and running, because once you're a team leader, you don't really need that much help and support anymore, but you'll be paid a percentage of the income of that business for the rest of your life. So as a business developer, you can earn £2,000 to £20,000 plus per month. So wherever you start is dependent on you. But I started as a retailer, but you don't have to stop there, because there really is no ceiling. It just depends what you're looking for right now and then what you might be looking for in the future.
Hi there, so my name is Stuart Lake, and it's my pleasure. I'm going to take you through the marketing plan. But before I do that, let me tell you a little bit about my background. So for 14 years I was involved in the logistics industry, working very long hours, usually 65 hours a week, and that was taking me away from my family time with the boys. In 2011 we were approached to have a look at the opportunity, but we simply walked away from it because we didn't think we'd have enough time to invest in a new business venture. But in 2012, after a very expensive Christmas, we decided to have a look at the opportunity, and literally within 45 minutes of looking at the marketing plan and the structure of the business, we joined. So we started the business at the end of February 2012, and very quickly what happened is we developed a full-time income working part-time hours. So throughout the rest of 2012 we continued to work the business part-time, around family commitments, around full-time jobs. But what happened is we managed to tick off some company incentives along the way. One of those being what we call the Eagle Manager Programme, which meant in 2013 we got to travel to Sardinia and be coached and trained by some of the top forever business owners in the world. And that sort of changed my look out on the business, of a business that could deliver £2,000 to £3,000 a month, but could deliver a complete lifestyle change with a fantastic income. So when we came back from Sardinia, we got serious with the business, and throughout the rest of that year we ticked off all the in-company incentives, which you're going to see on the marketing plan shortly. Then in 2014, because the business was growing at such a rate, we had to make a decision on what we were going to do with the business, and obviously with our full-time jobs. So in July in 2014 I decided to come away from full-time employment. I left a 14-year career as an operations manager, and I can honestly say I've never looked back since. It's been the best thing that's happened to us. We now have time back as a family, which for me was really, really important. I'm getting to see the boys go to school every day, pick them up from school every day, and being involved in a lot of social activities as well. So as I say, it's my pleasure. I'm going to take you through the marketing plan. So how do you build a successful business with Forever? So Forever have made it really easy for us because they have an internal currency called the case credit. Now we call it the CC for short, and each of our products in our product range is associated with a case credit value. Now here in the UK, one case credit is worth £166 wholesale and £237 retail. All our products within our range have the same case credit value globally, which means for us now, when we're speaking to our Forever business owners in Australia or Dubai or other global countries, it means we speak in case credits and not currencies. Most important for me is what we coach people to do here in the UK and globally is to do 4 of those case credits every single month. So what we coach people to do is use the products, show people the opportunity and come into the business as a team.
So how do we get paid? It's really, really simple. Registration with Forever all around the world is absolutely free, whereas in a lot of network marketing companies you have an annual registration fee, but not with us. But what you do need to do is purchase yourself some products so that you can understand how they work, so you can recommend them to other people. And we've got an amazing starter pack set up for you, which you get at a 15% discount. It's $199.75 in total, and it gives you that 2 case credits. So straight away, as soon as you get your starter pack, you're going to move up our marketing plan and get your first pay rise from 15% to 30% discount. Now that 30% is going to remain the same the whole way through your career with Forever. What you also get is a 5% bonus. So your 30% is your wholesale to retail markup, and then you get 5% back at the end of the month on all the products that you've ordered. So that's whether they're for you to use at home or to recommend on to other people. And the great thing is that 5% is paid at the retail value, not the wholesale value. So again, Rex, our owner, is very, very generous to all of our Forever business owners. You also get a sponsoring bonus. So from this point on, as an assistant supervisor with a 30% discount and the 5% bonus, every time you recruit someone, you help someone get started, you're going to be paid £39. So you can start making money straight away as soon as you register. What we want to do then is help you get paid more. And how we're going to do that is by building up an amount of case credits over 2 consecutive months. So you always get 2 months to get a pay rise. The first step at the marketing plan is the position that we called supervisor. And to get here, you've got to do 25 case credits. So it might be 10 in month 1, it might be 15 in month 2, or you might do it all in the first month or the first couple of weeks. It's as quick as you want to get to work. Now, the easiest way to explain this is to think about that 4 case credit success habit that I talked about. If we help you get 3 people into your team and we teach them to do that 4 case credits, straight away you plus 3 people, that's 16 case credits in month 1. If we simply just duplicate that the following month, you've done well over 25 and you're going to get a pay rise. You're going to get a 3% pay rise in a matter of weeks. And we help people get here in 6 to 8 weeks around full-time jobs very, very simply if you follow our system. It's just a matter of putting in maybe 10 to 15 hours a week, but the more you put in, the quicker it's going to happen. So as a supervisor, you're going to go from 5% to 8%. Now your team are still on 3. The only difference is time. You started first. So the company are now going to pay you what's called a team leading bonus. The difference between what you're on and what your team's on. So 8 minus 5 is 3%. So Forever are going to pay you 3% of the turnover of that business as a thank you for helping and teaching those people get started with us. Now, on average, with 3 to 5 in your team, you're going to be earning about an extra £250 per month or more from your team leading bonus. And don't forget you've got your retail income on top of that, which could be anything from 200 to 400. It depends how many products you're recommending to people. You also get your sponsoring bonus increased as a supervisor. Rather than getting £39, you're going to go up to £45. So just think, what would you do with an extra £250 or more per month in 2 months from now? You know, for a lot of people, this makes a big difference to their household incomes. And I know for me, when I got started, it enabled me to do those extra little things I wanted to do with my children. Now, the next step is assistant manager. To get to assistant manager, we're going to reach out and we're going to help those people in your team get their promotion to supervisor. And those that just want to retail, we're going to help them retail. And as a team, we're going to look to do 75 case credits now over 2 consecutive months. And within the Power team, we've got a great system where we help people do that in month 3 and 4 of their business if they're working the system and they're ready to get to assistant manager. So as an assistant manager, you're going to have a pay rise now. You're going to be on 13%. So you get 13% back on the retail value of all the products that you order. And you're also now accessing your team leading bonus at a higher value. So with a new person's on 5%. So as an assistant manager, you're on 13. 13 minus 5 is 8% for helping that new person get going. You've helped your other friend or colleague get to supervisor. They're now on 8%. So 13 minus 8 is 5%. But you get that on that whole growing team. So it's a bigger piece of cake, if you like. So as an assistant manager, you can expect to earn £600 plus from your team leading bonus, as well as your retailing income on top of that. Now, this point got me really excited when I started because that would actually cover my mortgage at that time. So that freed up a lot of extra money to be able to do things with the children. But it doesn't stop there. We're going to work with you and help you get to manager. And manager's the key point on the marketing plan. It's what we call a business leader. It means you really understand the basics now. You can do the everyday training yourself. You can help your team. It's like you've done your apprenticeship. And here you access our top bonus now. So now you're going to go from 13% as an assistant manager to 18% as manager. And by working with your team and reaching out out and helping them get their promotions. As a group, you're going to do 120 case credits over 2 consecutive months. And we've got some amazing systems set up within our team that are helping people get here in 4, 5 or 6 months. For me, it actually took 2 years. But since I've done it, we've created so many trainings that you can use at home while you're sat on the sofa, while the kids are in bed, in between your work time, maybe in your lunch hour, to really learn how our system works. So, manager, you're getting that 30% discount, your 18% bonus, and you continue to be paid the difference between what you're on and your team's on. And around 10 to 15 hours a week, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more, you can achieve this around full-time jobs or whatever your commitments are. And that's going to give you £800 a month as a very new manager, up to £2,000 or more. And this is where it becomes life-changing for a lot of people, because here we've been able to help many people give up their jobs to be able to work full-time in Forever. And when we say full-time, we just mean flexibly from home. And it makes the difference to a lot of people and gives a lot of choices. So think, what would you do with that extra 800 to 2,000 a month in 4, 5, 6 months from now? Or it might be longer. It depends how quickly you work our system. Now, as a manager, you're also now accessing a £64 sponsoring bonus, because as we move up the marketing plan, your percentages go up, which is why you're accessing more money. So, I say to everyone, let's get to manager as quick as we can, because you're earning the most money on the same products. So let's work and help you get there. Now, the interesting thing is, if you look at the slide, your assistant manager, your friend, your colleague's been chasing you up the marketing plan. He or she's an assistant manager now on 13%. You're on 18. 18 minus 5 is 5% for helping them. But they say, well, I want to be manager just like you. So why would we want to help someone get to manager? Because 18 minus 18 is then 0. And this is where the real special side of Forever develops, because when you help someone get to manager, you help them get to that business leader. They become like a free entity. They can do it themselves now, so they're not really taking up that much of your time. So rather than getting 5%, you now access what we call our royalty bonus. So help somebody get there. Rather than getting 5, your percentage will increase to 6% of the turnover of that whole business. And that 6% is willable to your children or willable to whoever you want to leave it to. For me, I just see it as an amazing pension for the long term and security for my 2 children as a single parent. So the average manager business turns over £15,000 a month. So 6% of that £15,000 is £900. £900 as a royalty income. Now let's work with the second person down. So let's help somebody get to manager. So you'll now be paid 3% of that £15,000 a month, which is £450. Let's help the third generation get to manager. And now you'll be paid 2% of that third generation business, giving you an extra £300 a month. So all those people you're still teaching that aren't manager yet in your manager business, you're earning between 800 and 2,000 a month. On top of that, the people you've taught, so like writing a book or being a pop star, getting your royalty, the work's been done, those people you're accessing on average about £1,650 per month. The work's been done, that keeps coming, and that's willable to whoever you want to leave it to. So now, working your business flexibly around whatever you're doing, you might be full-time with us now in the business and given up careers or whatever it is you're looking for, you're earning £2,500 to over £3,500 per month. So this becomes life-changing. And it gets even more exciting than that, because all we're talking about is just one line of people that you've introduced. What about if you help those other people, those other friends, colleagues, family members that you've introduced direct to your team, and you help them get to manager? That royalty income, you'll be paid again and again and again. So my mum Jan Whitaker, you will see her on the video. She started with us 20 years ago. She introduced me to the company. She retired 3 years ago, and in the time that she's had that time out, her income has actually more than quadrupled, because her business has kept on growing without her. It really is an incredible system if you put that hard work in first. And that's really what the secret is, you know, in Forever. You've got to work hard to get what you want out, like any other business. There's no get rich quick scheme.
But if you want to again move through the marketing plan, we have other pin positions. So if you personally help 2 of those flows that we've just seen get to manager on the marketing plan, you're going to now be a senior manager, and you're going to be looking at an income of £29,000 to £61,000 a year by helping people get to manager. Okay, soaring manager, you've personally helped now 5 people get to manager on that marketing plan, and you're looking at an income of £45,000 to £104,000 a year. Now that is a fantastic income. That is more than a full-time income, and again, you're working from home around your family commitments, which is ideal. So Sapphire Manager, okay, you've helped 9 people get to manager on that marketing plan now, and you can see the income on screen. You're looking at £75,000 to £168,000 a year, and that's a fantastic income to have. More importantly, is they're going to give you a 1% gem bonus. Now, when I looked at that back in 2012, I didn't think that was a lot, but what I realised as we joined the business, that 1% is actually worth a lot. This is a $1 billion turnover company. Now you've got 9 lines of managers now, and you're achieving a 1%. So instead of getting 6%, 3% and 2%, now you get 7%, 4% and 3. And that income kicks in straight away overnight. So you're getting an additional income stream by helping people get to manager on the marketing plan. So Diamond Sapphire Manager, huge incomes now. We're looking at £140,000 to £288,000 a year. And you've personally helped 17 of those flows get to manager on the marketing plan, and now you're going to get another 1%, what we call a gem bonus. So those royalty style incomes are really starting to kick in at this stage, and this is an income that's going to look after you for the rest of your life. So here in the UK, the highest pin position that we currently have is what we call a diamond manager, and you can be looking now at an income of £270,000 per year upwards. There really is no upper limit on this because it is an uncapped income. Now you've personally helped 25 people get to manager on that marketing plan, so that's 25 of those flows, and again, because you've helped 25 people do that, the company are going to give you another 1% gem bonus on your manager legs, which was just fantastic when I seen that in 2012.
We've got lots of other goodies on offer as well, and one of our favourite incentives is what we call the chairman's bonus. Last year we had over £24 million worth given out to Forever business owners just like you. We all start at the same place, and within our group we had people achieving it within 12 months of starting their business. They fly you out to an exotic location, so this year there were 100 from my group being flown out to Singapore. We stayed in a 5-star hotel. You get spending money when you get there. You can add extra time on after to make it a family holiday, and we were giving out our chairman's bonus cheques ranging from £2,000 right up to the biggest cheque that was over £1 million. So I've received chairman's bonus for the past 5 years now, and it's been life-changing for me just by reaching out and helping my team. You can't achieve chairman's bonus without helping other people first. So the first year my cheque was an extra $5,000, and it was pretty similar the following year, and that enabled me to take my kids skiing. It was a dream that I always wanted to happen. The following year it was enough to be able to pay for my daughter to start private school. It was always a dream for me. From my Forever income I could afford for my son to go, and achieving chairman's bonus, it meant my daughter could start at exactly the same time. The following year my cheque paid for both of the kids to go to school for the whole year, and for us to go on an amazing ski holiday. So literally by using the incentives, it's absolutely mind-blowing. And what happened this year? Well, this year we had so many people achieve chairman's bonus within our group due to the success of all the trainings and the systems we've put in place. My cheque went to £682,000. Did I ever think I would achieve that when I started as a mum with very little confidence, looking at forever to earn £200 to £400 a month? Absolutely no way. So this year's cheque, is enabling me to buy my dream house. And I also had to fulfil another dream, which was to get myself a Porsche, which has always been a childhood dream because my uncle had one, and I always thought as my uncle as someone that was successful. So for me, it was a mark of success. And every time I step in it, I just feel all that hard work was totally worth it. So take a good look. The incentives are amazing. You could be coming with us next year. We also have other trips, so 2 trips a year. One of them the chairman's bonus trip, and then we also have an incentive called Eagle Manager. And again, within our group, we've got people achieving this within 12 months of starting. So there's no reason why you can't too. So you could be jetting off to 2 destinations, all paid for through your business, and add time on after if you want to make it into a family holiday. So Will and Rosie have travelled the world with me, thanks to Forever and the business we've created. We also have the Earned Incentive Programme. So the Earned Incentive Programme gives you an extra amount of money per month that you can do what you like with. We tend to call it the car plan because a lot of people will get a car, but you don't have to. It's a cash bonus, and you can access up to an extra $6,300 per year. When I was in a job, the extras I got was maybe a voucher for a high street store for Christmas for maybe £25, not the kind of incentives that our company offer us to help us build our businesses. The only way you access them is by helping other people first.
Hi, my name's Keith Spencer, and I want to share with you a little bit about my journey with Forever. My background is as a project manager in the construction industry. I was doing okay. I had a company car and a reasonably good wage, but in order to keep that, I had to work really long hours. I had to spend a lot of time away from my family, and my phone was never off. Even on holidays, I would be answering calls and taking emails. But like many other in a similar situation, I thought, okay, I'm lucky to have a job, and I just got on with it. So what changed? Well, 7 years ago, I was diagnosed with a life-threatening illness, and that really hit the family hard. Because of the way the job worked, I got paid for the contracts that I ran, so I couldn't really afford to take any time off work, because if that happened, then I would lose some contracts or projects, and then my wage would have gone down, and we just couldn't afford that. So in the end, I only managed to take about a week or 2 weeks off to get over the operation, and then for the following 2 months I would nip out in my lunch break to go and get radiotherapy. This is when my wife and I decided that we needed to have a good look at our lives, because there must have been more to it than this. It was my wife Claire who was originally offered the Forever opportunity, and at the time, I must admit, I was the classic sceptical husband. I looked at it and thought, there's no way that this can make us money. This isn't going to change our lives. I thought the answer was for me to find another job. Claire cracked on and worked the business, and within a month she had been able to build her business enough to make her old job redundant. She was doing it full time, she was having a great time with her friends, and she was earning a good income. This is when I looked at it again and said, there's got to be something, in this. So I looked at it, and that's when I finally got it. And that's when I came on board, and we've been working together for the past 6 years. Now we're in a really privileged position. We earn a 6-figure income. We drive luxury cars. We go on holiday. We decide when and where we work. We have time with the kids. And we get flown to some amazing places around the world with Forever. All in all, it's a really good place to be.
My name is Jan Whittaker. I joined Forever Living Products 20 years ago. My background at the time was in corporate hospitality, but what I saw in Forever was a way to build a residual income for the rest of our lives that would give us the lifestyle that I felt we deserved and that we certainly wanted. When I started to build my business, there were very few trainings within the company. Today, that's all changed. We have all the trainings in place to help people build their businesses very, very quickly. And this means that people are generating those incomes far quicker than we did when I started all those years ago. Forever has given us everything we could have ever dreamed of. We have a fantastic lifestyle, we drive beautiful cars, we go on holiday when we want, and we can help our children and grandchildren financially. Also, our residual income is willable to our children, so that means that our family is safe and secure for the rest of our lives and way beyond. So I'm always grateful for Forever. It is the best opportunity.
Hi, my name's Ian Liggins, and I'm married to Nikki, and between us we've got 4 children. My background is in sales, and I was sales manager for the last 14 years in the steel industry. And like a lot of management roles, I found myself working 60 plus hours a week, travelling around the country, staying in hotels, and married to the boss and having no work-life balance. My wife's background is in the wedding industry as an event organiser, and that ticked a lot of boxes for us. It was work from home around the children, but it was giving us that pocket money style income. And we weren't living that pocket money style lifestyle, and so we needed £300 or £400 per month to pay towards those spiralling credit cards and overdrafts that we had. So just over 3.5 years ago, our next door neighbour at the time introduced my wife to the business, and at the time I was really sceptical, mainly because I couldn't see how Forever could deliver what it was promising. So what changed? Well, my wife joined the business despite my protests and quickly built up an income around £1,500 to £2,000 per month within 6 months. And as the income was growing, so did my interest, and so much so that I started having more of an input into the business myself. And we built it up together to enable us to make the decision 2 years ago in March for me to hand the notice in, sack the boss, and our lives have been completely changed. So fast forward to today, we've gone from struggling financially to earning a 6-figure income each, and we've now driving 2 luxury cars. We've moved to our dream home, and we're ticking off all the incentives that the company has to offer. So we're travelling around the world with the company now, but more importantly, I've got quality time back with the family, and especially with my youngest daughter, precious years of her life. And so she's now got a dad at home as well as a stay-at-home mum. So I'm enjoying the school runs, the play centres, the swimming lessons, and it's just been an amazing journey.
Hi, my name's Sam Jeffries. I've been with Forever now for just coming up to 2 years. My background is in retail. I had a bridal business which I ran for around about 3.5 years. I absolutely loved the industry, but the overheads and stress levels were really, really high, and the income wasn't where I wanted it to be. When we had our second baby 2 years ago, my circumstances changed. I wanted more time, more freedom, and more flexibility to be that mum at home. We also had big goals to put our children through private school, and the income I was earning at the time wasn't going to allow us to do that. I've known about Forever for as long as I can remember, because both my mum and sister have amazing businesses within the company, so I knew what it could deliver for my family. 2 years in, I've got a fantastic income. Our little boy, our first child, is starting private school in September, and I'm reaching a lot of the big incentives, the global travel, car plan, all the exciting things that business can offer, and it's really been the best decision I've ever made for me and for my family.
Hi, my name's Craig Gillies, and my background is in professional sport. I spent 16 years of my life playing professional rugby for clubs both in England and Wales. My first introduction to Forever Living came via the products. At that particular time, I'd been playing professionally for about 12 years, and the rigours and the demands of the sport were starting to take their toll on my body. I was given a couple of Forever products to try, and I got some really great results from taking them. And this started to generate a real belief in the benefits of these products for me. So I went on to take more Forever products, and I got more great results, not just in terms of everyday health and well-being, but also from a sporting perspective. In fact, I'd even go so far as to say I believe that these products helped the longevity of my career. So that was really it for a long time for me. I used the products, I got great results from the products, and I grew to love the products and become passionate about them. A few years later, I decided that I needed to take a much more serious look at the business model that went along with these products. And when I did, what I saw was a fantastic opportunity. An opportunity to grow and develop a business alongside my current rugby commitments, something that I could fit in and around training and playing, and also my family commitments at the time. I saw the opportunity in working with Forever to start to grow and develop a business in preparation for my retirement from professional sport. Something that could provide for me when my rugby days had finished. Something that would provide the type of income opportunity I was looking for, the earning potential, also the kind of flexibility in the lifestyle that I was looking for after professional sport, but also something that would give me the security I needed for me and my children. Before I either started taking the products or got involved with the business, I had to ask myself two questions. One, what benefit would I get from these products? Why should I take them? And two, is there an income to be made with this business? What's the marketplace? So with a little bit of research, I discovered that we sit in the health and wellbeing marketplace. This is a massive marketplace. In fact, it's a £19 million a day industry here in the UK. So Forever have products that cover a wide variety of sectors within this industry. We have products for mobility, we have nutritional supplements, animal care, personal care, weight management, sports performance products, and skincare and cosmetics. To put it simply, Forever have products to suit everyone and products that everyone will benefit from using. So the other question I asked myself is, why Forever products? What benefits would I get from using Forever products? And again, with a little bit of homework and research, the word that quickly sprang to mind was quality. Forever are the world's largest growers and producers of aloe vera and also beehive based products. They control the whole process from start to finish. So from the farming and planting of the aloe vera plants right through the process to packaging, bottling, distribution. This ensures that they have complete quality control throughout the whole process. Forever pay great attention to detail when it comes to the quality of the ingredients and the manufacturing processes. All of the products come from safe, natural, GM-free ingredients. There's no insecticides, pesticides or artificial fertilisers used in the growing of the aloe. And Forever have also developed a patented stabilisation process. Without getting too technical, if you imagine an aloe vera plant, it looks a bit like a cactus, but it's actually from the onion and garlic family. It's got a big spongy squidgy leaf. If you cut that leaf open, it actually contains a clear gel, and this is where all of the goodness and nutrient content is. But as you can imagine, this is a live plant, so as soon as you cut it, it begins, and you expose it to the air, it begins to oxidise, it begins to go off, and the nutrient content starts to diminish. What Forever have done is develop a process whereby they can harvest the leaf, very quickly fillet it, take out that clear gel in the middle, and stabilise it naturally. They cold press it and stabilise it with fruit acids so that it gives it a shelf life, which essentially ensures what you get in the bottles and the tubes is as close to the live plant as possible. Forever also have a very highly qualified advisory board of experts within their field. We have Dawn Parker, who's a nutritionist. We have Dr. Peter Atherton, who was a GP and has since become one of the world's leading authorities on aloe vera and its medicinal purposes. And we also have David Urch, who's a highly experienced vet. What this means is that if there's any problems, any queries, any questions that need answering, that you can't find the answers out simply to, these guys are on hand to provide expert opinion wherever necessary. And finally, the last point is the unconditional 60-day money-back guarantee. This gives anyone great peace of mind that they can recommend the product to a customer. That customer can trial the product, use it for a 60-day period, and if at the end of that period they're dissatisfied in any way, they can return the part empty, fully empty bottles or tubes to be refunded, and this is underpinned by the company, not you as a distributor. Okay, I'd just like to speak to you now about a couple of my favourite Forever products. The first one I'm going to speak about is this, Forever Freedom. This is an aloe vera gel drink combined with joint supplements. This is one of the very first products I used and one of the ones I got such great results from. Aloe vera gel, we've already spoken about. It's that clear inner leaf of the aloe plant, and that's where all the goodness is contained. So this is a fantastic cocktail of nutrients, vitamins, minerals, amino acids. Very, very good for the digestive system, great for the immune system. So you get all of those benefits, but it's also combined with some powerful joint supplements. And this was the real benefit that I found. As a professional sports person, my joints got hammered all the time. After 4 or 5 weeks of taking this, my knees in particular started to feel a lot better. After 5 or 6 months, I had absolutely no knee pain at all. So this is one of my favourite products, one of the ones I've got the best results from. Second product I want to talk about is this, Forever Bee Pollen. And this was probably the second supplement I used. It was something I knew very little about, but something, again, with a bit of research I've gone on to find out is quite a fantastic product. So bee pollen is actually very, very nutrient dense. I think I'm right in saying it's one of the most nutrient rich foods per calorie known to man. So the reason I was recommended this was very simply, it provides a great energy and stamina boost. It also is a fantastic multivitamin, multi-mineral. Now, one of the other hidden benefits to this is that it actually desensitizes the body. So with any allergies, for example hay fever, it can desensitize you to the symptoms of that. And in particular, I found that this lessened the symptoms of my hay fever quite dramatically. Third product I want to talk about is this Aloe Heat Lotion. As a sportsman, this was brilliant for me. It was always in a kit bag, perfect for warming up muscles pre-training, pre-game, but also for soothing aching muscles post-training, post-game, when the stiffness and soreness is starting to set in. This is essentially aloe lotion, aloe jelly combined with some warming herbs, provides a much more gentle heating action to some of the other products that are on the market, which are more of an irritant and cause a bit of aggravation. So this was a great product for me, really like this one as well. Okay, so I've taken you through a few of my favourite products. These products all appear in the business owner box. The business owner box is a selection of products that the company have very cleverly put together. They're some of the most popular, fastest moving products, all combined together. So it's all well and good me saying that these products are great and I've found them great, but the best way for you to evaluate them is to experience them yourself. So the best way to start your Forever business is to get your hands on this pack. It's essentially an evaluation pack, but Forever also included a business pack, a literature pack with it. So it's essentially a business in a box. And at $199.75, it is the best way to get started with Forever. It takes you straight to that level of assistant supervisor that was mentioned earlier, gives you that 2 case credits and allows you to start making money straight away. You've got the 30% wholesale to retail value, plus you get that 5% back from the company bonus.
So you've seen about our amazing company and why we love working with them. You've heard about how we can help you build your business and earn that extra income, and you've seen why our product range is really cutting edge and at the forefront. So you're probably thinking, will it work for me? Well, it will if you take that 4-letter word seriously, work. Just like any new venture, any new business, you've got to put time and effort into it. Be motivated, work closely with the person that's shown you this. And if they're new, don't worry, we're on hand to help you and them as well. And tell everybody what you're doing, but we'll teach you the right way. Don't hide it, don't keep it a secret. We want to get out there and spread the word that we can help lots and lots of people. And be coachable. You know, you need to be a sponge, absorb all you can from the people that are achieving. Watch the trainings, come along to the events, start to surround yourself with those that lift you higher, that are all on that common goal, and it will rub off on you. And start to dream again. You know, start to imagine what life could be like if you had that freedom, if you had that lifestyle. You know, it can be small dreams. It could be just clearing a bit of debt. It could be upgrading your home. It could be sacking your boss. It could be any number of things. But start to imagine, just imagine if you could achieve that. And have that great attitude. You know, we're the type of people, the glass is always half full. Be the kind of person that lights up the room when you walk in, not when you walk out, and you'll attract lots of like-minded people to you. And commit that time required to become successful. You know, I'm not saying commit 10 hours a day. I'm saying commit the next 2 to 5 years, because in that time frame, your lives will be completely unrecognisable. And commit to finding those customers.
Get your family and friends healthy. Show them that these amazing products can really help them in just their day-to-day life, or if they've got any specific conditions. And start to build that team. Start to show people why you're doing this and inspire them to come and do it themselves. So from what you've seen so far, you're going to be in one of 3 places. So you could be, nope, completely not for me. That's absolutely fine. Not one business is for everybody, but take a look at the products. They are amazing and life-changing. And get out there and just talk to friends and family anyway. Help the person that showed you this by showing them the opportunity, because it might not be for you, but it could be helping somebody else. You could be a maybe. You might have a lot of questions. That's fine. That's where I was. Get those questions answered though. Don't say no to an opportunity until you've got all of the facts. So talk to as many people as you can who are growing their businesses so you can get a real feel for it. You could just be like all of us and just think, do you know what? I don't really understand it. I've got a lot to learn, but I want to jump in and get started. Well, we can help you do that. All you need to do is get registered. Forever just need to know who you are and where to pay you. We need to order your business owner's box. It is like Christmas when it comes. You dive in, get the products on, get to know them. The literature's there to support you as well, so you can really, literally just grow a business from your box. And we'll get your planning meeting booked in. We want to sit down with you. We want to know how much you want to earn, how quickly you want to earn it, and how much time you've got. And we can then tailor a business that fits you. And you need to dare to dream. So thank you so much for listening to us, and I'm really looking forward to meeting you at the next company event.